Ciao and welcome to Learn Italian with Francesca. This is episode 3. Today we're going to learn more about cardinal numbers. In episode 2, together we counted to 1 billion with a few shortcuts but with lots of pronunciation practice. Let's have a look how Italian numbers are structured. Learning Italian numbers isn't very difficult. The hardest part is probably learning numbers 1 to 10, which are their own word in their own right. And then from 11 to 19, they're all teens. And so there's a common part of those words, which is dici. For example, the number 11 is essentially 1 plus 10. So in Italian, we take a bit of the word for the number 1, uno, un, and a bit of the word for the number 10, dieci, dici. And so we put the two together and we end up with undici. Notice that the dici part switches positions when the numbers change from 16 to 17. Sedici, diciassette. So from the end of the word to the beginning of the word, just to make it a little more interesting. Also notice the addition of the letter A in the numbers 17 and 19, as well as the double consonants. Diciassette, diciannove. Which single-digit numbers begin with a vowel? Correct. Uno and otto. So when these numbers are used with double digits, there are a few too many vowels, so we drop the vowel of the first part of the number. For example, if we're saying the number 21, it would be technically 21. But because there are too many vowels, we drop the final I, the final vowel of the first part, and so it becomes 21. Another example is 38. 38. 38. Better. Also, note that from 23, 33, 43, etc., the final E of tre has an accent on it. And so we stress that final syllable. 23, 33, 43. In English, when we say 100, the word one is necessary. But in Italian it's not. So the word for 100 is simply cento. Then when we go into the plural hundreds, you just add the number in front of cento. For example, 200, 300, and so on. Similarly, when in English we say 1000, we need that one. But in Italian we don't. We simply say mille. However, when we then talk about the plural thousands, that mille, M-I-L-L-E, changes to mila, M-I-L-A. For example, 2000, 2000, 3000, 3000, 5000, 5.000. When forming larger numbers, you just keep adding the numbers all together. For example, 1150, 1150, all one big long word. Once you reach the number 1 million, in Italian it's essential to say the word one. So it would be un milione. Then in the plural, the milione changes to milioni. Example, 2 milioni. The same thing happens with billion. You need to say 1 for 1 billion in Italian. So it becomes un miliardo. Then in the plural billions, the final letter changes again. 2 miliardi. 3 miliardi. Often in English, when writing numbers, we use a comma. For example, 1,000, 20,000, and 350,000. Well, in Italian, we don't use that comma. Instead, we use a point or a full stop. So they would look like this in Italian. 1,000, 20,000, and 350,000. When writing a decimal point number in English, we say 1.5%. Well, guess what? In Italian, it's the opposite. We don't say point or full stop. We say comma. So it would be 1,5%. The word for comma in Italian is virgola. Virgola. So 1.5% would be 1,5%. So it's basically the opposite. When in English numbers we use a comma, in Italian we use the full stop or the point. And when in English we use the point or full stop, in Italian we use the comma. Bravissimi! Well done on completing another episode of Grammarous. Thank you very much for joining me for this episode. Grazie mille!